All right, we are live. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of PMP's Den of Antiquities. Today, we are doing the Bad Batch watch party for episode 3. I know you guys said that you guys already saw it, and you said it was super hype, so I'm really excited to see what we got in store. If you guys are new here and you haven't been around for the watch parties, go check out the other ones because they're awesome. But we're going to count down. We're going to go 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to hit play and then watch, and then we'll talk about it after it. So, are you guys all synced up and ready to go?
Yep, sounds good.
All right. We're going to start it in 3, 2, 1, go.
Got it. I almost said strike.
Oh, drink responsibly.
Yes.
Right.
Oh shit! No.
Charlie, don't get us copyrighted.
I know.
God, I love those helmets.
Rolf McCory in the flesh. Clankers for the win.
I know, right?
Aw, come on. Can't even have his chicken in peace.
He's like, I just sat down.
Right.
Hey, appreciate you popping in, JT. It's all good, my
Hey,
dude.
what's up?
During the second run around strike, I noticed the bodyguards are like the person that's in that planet. Does that not look like Master Chief's helmet?
The guards?
Yeah, when we get there, yeah, it's. I didn't notice that because doing it like I was like everything like that, but I was like, huh, oh boy.
That would be all.
Dude, these shots are so cinematic.
Yep. These are the victory laps of the Clone Wars animation.
That's what we were talking about. And dude, look. I'm not saying.
Cody, let's go.
He's back.
Not gonna lie, he looks pretty clean and gray.
Yeah, right.
He can definitely rock the gray.
I really am looking at that wall now. Mm.
Mm-hmm. I feel like this is like exactly the type of scenario a lot of fans were like thinking about, like CIS troops that are still basically CIS.
Dun dun dun.
AAT, baby.
Hmm.
Mm. Roger, Roger.
Hmm. So good.
The music is just fantastic.
Yeah, I know, right? I'm so glad Kevin Kiner came back for this. Hmm.
Boom.
Got him.
Oh,
Right down the barrel.
Perfect.
oh, damn.
Just aiming high all the time. Love it.
Bam.
Doom.
So nice to be able to see the clones in action again.
I
Yeah.
know.
This is essentially like a Clone Wars episode.
We need more Clone Wars, man.
We do.
That's for sure. Oh, that's nice. They still got names.
Mm.
Mm.
Or at least Cody's still referring to them with their names.
Yes. Ah, love this part. Shot coming up reminds me of Black Hawk Down. They're going through
Mm.
Did
low
that dude have
area.
a flamethrower?
Yeah, one of
It's kind of ballsy going a flamethrower against like battle droids.
Wyler is the one that has the flamethrower.
When in doubt.
Oh,
Use the flamethrower.
right, Dick Eyes. Oh,
It really shows you and reminds you how scary this had to be for like the regular person, even a clone. Because if you're not like a Jedi or anything, you're just like, man, I gotta get this right, otherwise. Oh, that nice little callback right there.
I know Strike can agree. Droidekas and super battle droids in the Republic Commandos games are terrifying.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
No, absolutely.
they decimate.
Yes. And you're a Republic Commando in that game, so.
Oh.
Yeah. Right.
Noah,
Oh,
I'm sorry.
damn
I wasn't looking, man. My bad. My bad.
No, you're good. I take it. Pardon the interruption. You guys are in the middle of watching it, correct?
We're at like
Yes.
14 minutes in. I don't know
Okay.
if you're watching it with us, but
I didn't know if you were doing post reaction or anything like that. I just wanted to stop in and say hello. So
oh, it's all good. No, we're live. We're hanging out. We're just doing a watch party.
I do have to go to work shortly. That's why I couldn't make it tonight. But other than that, I just had to stop in and say hello to y'all. So
All good, man. Thanks for popping in.
yeah, no problem. Love y'all.
I love that.
I just saw his face like super close to the screen. I was like, oh.
Happens to the best of us.
Oh. Dun, dun, dun.
Commando droids.
Ooh,
Surprise!
nice.
Nova, no.
At least he went out with a bang.
He did. More Commando droids.
First time along, I thought this is like beginning, like, Dark Troopers. I was like, oh no, please God, no. But just
Nah, that's.
I had to think, man, because it's been so long since I've seen like the Clone Wars timeline. I was like, oh yeah, okay. Oh, love this. Not even gonna say anything.
Ooh. Gotta love those little ricochet shots. Oh, he's getting ready.
Knife.
3 stream.
Okay, Cody. All right.
Knife throw.
Zoink.
What was that crosshair with keeping up?
Right.
Oh, snap. Oh, snap. It's about to go down. Oh,
Get ready.
Bam.
Hmm.
dude, he's goaded. Like,
It's just trick shotting all over the place.
And there come the flaming.
oh, I
And
guess
they're
it,
toast.
I guess it does damage to them.
Probably like just fries the wires, so it's probably still effective.
And without the
Oh, okay,
wires.
Cody's still okay. Cool, cool.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got hit in the shoulder.
Hmm.
Oh,
Hmm.
Clone Wars callback.
What? That's crazy. Chancellor Palpatine's a good guy. How could he do that?
She got it all figured out.
Hmm.
You can tell he fought with Kenobi,
Yeah.
negotiator.
I almost did notice that. Rex going after Anakin, some of his stuff, and adopting that. So good.
That piece of
I don't know, right? Imperial scum.
Damn. This is... Don't do it, Cody. Don't do it.
so much for peace.
Oh,
Hmm.
damn.
Death Trooper. Such a prick. Like a second ago, whining little miserable thing, and now he's like all slick.
Yeah.
Imperial scum.
Damn right. Hmm. Starting to question things.
Yeah, her
Got
words definitely
shot.
did something.
You see the Star Destroyer in the background?
Yeah, dude. It's a
Sick.
thinner background.
Wallpaper worthy.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Of course, not gonna.
It's also an interesting touch that the clones go in for the dirty work and get killed, and the TK
Right.
troopers then come when everything's safe. Makes you think.
Them strike. The one that are carrying the crates up the thing, they kind of look like the Master Chief's like helmet a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, this little moment. Clones are getting phased out.
Hmm. Such a good shot.
And that one too.
Hmm.
All those names. Hmm. Hmm.
He never gets to eat.
No.
That's why his face is all like caved in. See his cheekbones.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm.
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Oh. Oh, that's what they're gonna leave us on. Dang.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right.
Dave.
All right. Okay, Dave. I see how it is. I see how it is. That was good, man. I mean, we've been
Right.
waiting how long to see what happens to Commander Cody since 2005 to see
Yeah,
kind of what happens to Cody.
That's
Like-
what I was trying to remember earlier. I was like, man, the last time we seen him was season 7, but like canonically, we had not seen him since Revenge of the Sith.
Yep.
Yeah, it's interesting to see that because I think in one of the doesn't he like die defending Camino in like one of the comic books or something like that?
I think in like the old lore, he had a pretty boring life of just training new soldiers on Camino. Yeah, I don't remember if he dies because of like the uprising or something, but I think he had a pretty boring life after the war. In that,
Do you guys think that he escaped or that they like killed him because he didn't follow the order? And just say
I think he escaped.
because we see Rampart shoot what is his name, Wilco, for like
Wilco.
disobeying an order, and technically Cody disobeyed an order.
I think it'd be incredibly hard to take out Cody, but I don't know.
I feel like because we didn't see it, and also I don't know the way he said like it's funny how like clones that work with you like keep disappearing. That seemed genuine in the sense of like sort of down talking the clones. So I think he was actually genuine about look at him, like he ran off too.
Yeah.
I think Cody probably had a feeling it might be time to get out of here before someone pulls the trigger.
Yeah, that's definitely for sure. Well, you could see like it was all over his face when he was like looking at the wall, and man, I can't. There was an edit of Obi-Wan when he's talking about Anakin. He was like in A New Hope, where he's like he was a stunning pilot and a good friend, you know, and then it plays like them like interacting with each other over everything. I feel like somebody should do that, but like when they talk about when Cody's talking about that, it should show like him and Kenobi fighting together, because I feel like that's what he was thinking about, is like blasting Kenobi and stuff like that. Because in the movies, like back in the like we all grew up with the prequels, like the clones had no backstory, no character. They were just there to like they were like better version of stormtroopers back in the day. There wasn't any Clone Wars or anything like that. So really all we got of Cody was blast him. You know, that's basically all we got. So to kind of see, you know, kind of him almost come full circle, I feel like that's really, really good. But what's going on, Nick? How you doing, man?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
Pretty good. What'd you think about this banger of an episode, man?
Definitely my favorite so far. I mean,
out of everything, or just the second season?
Out of the second season, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think every episode has slowly gotten better and better. For sure.
I really like that this episode also didn't have like anything to do with the Bad Batch. I mean, yes, like Crosshair technically
Crosshair.
is, but like
Mhm.
they didn't have it. Like it didn't show any of them, and I think that's real. I really hope that they do kind of like that, like where it's like it doesn't just follow the Bad Batch and do it, because like I love them doing heists and stuff like that. I thought it was
Yeah.
cool going to see Sereno and Dooku's being brought up like way more than I ever thought he was going to be brought up.
Sure.
Yeah,
And
we
then,
name dropped in this episode too.
yeah. Like first we go to his home world, see like his like palace and stuff like that, see all his riches. Then we get to see what's funny because like that lady figured it out. I don't know if they ever say her name, the one that got shot, or I know she's like a leader, but like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they said her name. I don't remember it though.
But yeah, she was like, "Oh yeah, Count Dooku predicted this," and I was like, funny how he predicted it, you know. But it's so funny because like in a way she's right and in a way that she's not, because if the Separatists would have won, it would have still happened. Like she knew the game was rigged, but she didn't know how much it was rigged, and it really just shows how Palpatine just, man, that master plan really caught everybody off guard.
For sure.
Mm.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Yeah, I remember in again Matthew Stover's Revenge of the Sith, Dooku actually believed that he was gonna be the forerunner for that, so that may have been like a little Easter egg nod to that. But yeah, they had no idea that. I mean, not that Palpatine's a bad guy. That'd be crazy. That's just crazy. But just that little thing and that, and her talking about this. And Cody's like, look, I don't know the war, and I remember watching this, and we're like, it's focused on Cody. It's not focused on Crosshair. Oh God. And
Yeah. I think we all expected Crosshair to pull the trigger even earlier than him actually giving the order.
Well,
But yeah,
what's
cold-blooded.
crazy to me is like I'm like, what's going on with Crosshair? Because you can like see his like internal like struggle and dilemma, and then he goes and does something like that without like I guess he's just like got to show up for the boys or something like that. Like I don't know what's going on with him, because he's always like, it looks like he's like an external dread throughout like everything until he's on a mission, and then he's just like the Terminator.
Yeah.
Dude, that shot, like I'm so like they've given us like how many of those shots now where he's just done like crazy stuff like that, where he's like ricocheting the bullet, and I eat it up every time. Like we need more ricochet trick shots, whatever. But I was honestly surprised they threw like everything at us, but they didn't have any super battle droids. I was surprised about that.
True.
Who knows?
But it was cool though to see that some of the droids are still like intact and I know we get to see a little bit in Rebels, right? Because like they go to that base or whatever where they're still. But it was last season, right, where they man, what are they're trying to steal a tactical droid head, and they're all getting like melted down and stuff like that to like make the ships. So it's kind of cool to see. This, I think, one of the big allures to this episode is like, man, like it was cool to see clones against battle droids again. It really felt like this was like a Clone Wars with a little bit of a darker twist episode, you know. But so is everybody kind of on the same boat of like this is their favorite episode out of the season so far?
Out of the season, yeah,
for sure.
Yes.
What do you think we're gonna see next? Like, what do you guys have any predictions of what we're gonna see next?
I think it's just gonna jump back to the actual Bad Batch, and we're kind of gonna regroup with them, and it might jump back and forth a bit between both parties until they meet up in the end.
I feel that. I think
so too. Yeah.
What do you think Cody's? Where do you think if he's not dead and he just went AWOL, where do you think he went? Do you think he went to Rex? Do you think he went to the Bad Batch, or do you think he just was like, I'm a lone wolf now, I'm gonna go do my own thing?
Surely he went to Rex because he knows that he was one of the ones that slipped through the cracks with the chip. So it would make the most sense for him to go that way instead of on his own, where that way it's kind of unknown what would happen to him, whereas with like Rex, he has his foot in the door a bit more of his future.
Well, it's just like I'm worried because like I don't think in any version of anybody's Star Wars Cody really makes it out alive. I think we all kind of realize that he dies at some point, but it's
gonna happen.
He's not in Rebels where they're all like
That's
banded together on
what I was
the
saying earlier, because I was like, man, why does Rex have the Santa Claus beard and hanging out there and everything like that? He's only got, please correct me if I'm wrong, Strike. Gregor, Wolf, was that it?
That's it.
yeah, I forgot we saw Gregor in the last season.
Yeah,
I
and
forgot about that.
they're hanging out there. So can you imagine how heartbreaking it would be? Again, I really wish I'm wrong. Is Rex, Cody have this reunion that they have not seen each other since going to Mandalore, even
Yeah.
or even before that. And like, dude, I just, like, you wouldn't believe. Look down, Crosshair or whoever gets him, and that's the end.
Oh man.
Yeah. I think the season in general is actually going to be pretty dark because, I mean, spoiler alert, pretty much none of the main characters in this show up in the OT timeline ever again. So,
Yep.
yeah. And I mean, the Empire is out for them. I wouldn't be surprised if Crosshair's next objective is to hunt down his brothers once again, because Rampart needs to get them out of the picture if he wants Tarkin to not notice anything. So,
Bro, could you guys imagine if they were like, "Oh, we got a new squad for you," and it's like Delta Squad mixed with like Crosshair trying to hunt down the Bad Batch?
well, at
Right,
first when he said the CC number, it's 1226. I was like, wait, but because it's similar to scores, but it would have had to be 1262. So it was different, unfortunately. But I mean, still it's CC, so it's either a commander or it is a commando still. So we'll see. I mean, it would be dope, just like any commando squad, if Crosshair would be part of that. Because
I just want to know if Sev's alive, bro, because it's questionable in the game, and we don't know because we see them in Clone Wars, right? We see them in that one when they're bringing back when Savage goes and kills those two random Jedi,
outpost,
and he's there, but we don't know when that is in the timeline, or at least I don't. Maybe you guys do.
I mean,
but I don't know when that is.
Officially, the game isn't even canon anymore, so they could even go with Sev never went missing. The Delta Squad is still complete,
right?
So they could really go any way. But yeah, I would love to see honestly any of them. I mean, Scorch is in the trailer, so
is he really?
Right.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Right when they have like some group of people surrounded with like a bunch of commandos.
Yo, okay, I'm gonna have to go back and watch that because that was it was so hype seeing him on Mount Tantus like training all the because in the I think they get like in the comic books or whatever they get killed by Vader, don't they, or something like that? Like they
Delta Squad was like they were Imperial commandos, like they went through with everything.
Did they? Okay, I could have sworn that they did, but I'm not big on.
Thinking of Ion Squad with like Captain Climber.
Dude, there's so many different ones.
Yeah, because that team of commandos, they disobeyed Order 66, and then Vader comes to the planet and kills one of them, and the rest get imprisoned.
Oh, okay, yeah, maybe that's. I could have sworn like one of the like elite squads like doesn't go through with like whatever. They kind of pull like a bad
commandos. Yeah, I think commandos and ARC troopers actually like quite frequently or a lot of them were like having issues because they were very free thinking.
Yeah, because they're probably closer to Django, But it's interesting to see that like a lot of these like commandos and like higher up. I think I mentioned this on the last watch party that we did, but like a lot of the commandos and like higher up commanders, like they're all like very quickly like being like, hey, I think something's up with this. Like I don't even know. Like Rex is like at least from what we've seen like on screen, I think he's like the longest like withholding clone of like trying to like shut down the order, but he can't, But even he was like what he was the first generation, right?
First generation,
yes.
Omega, but I mean, he also had it all laid out. Like he had like fives who had been telling him.
True.
Like, I mean, he was even able to give a hint. And I mean, with Ahsoka, I mean, they probably had like one of the like closest relationships in terms of like, I mean, she was like very small and like he literally watched her grow up essentially. So it was almost like father daughter or like uncle and niece sort of relationship, sort of. So
My book
yeah,
experience
no, definitely.
breaks everything.
Oh, dude, don't
There's
even.
no
don't
My
dialogue.
book.
Yep.
Back in the Clone Wars, a lot of people don't even know about the Clone Wars movie. They just know about the show that came out. Because I remember going to see that like in theaters, and I was like, "What is this show?" I was like, "We're getting all these different." I was like, "Anakin has a Padawan," and I'm going off on a tangent, but yeah, a lot of people don't even realize about that Clone Wars show, man. A little what was it, Stinky? Or
Oh yeah,
Jabba's
Rota the
kids.
Hutt.
Yeah. But
Mhm.
all right, I think that's all I have to say about this. You guys have anything before we kind of wrap it up?
No, I just
Keep it
like
going.
I just liked how this one felt like a real Clone Wars adventure type thing, clones versus battle droids, but it's kind of hard to root for them because they're for the Empire now.
Yeah.
So it feels different, but you want it to feel good, but it's hard to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough,
Yeah.
man. It's tough. But go for
My
it.
last thoughts would be like that, like yeah, for one, like also love when they go like into a more general perspective of the galaxy, like kind of like in season 1 when they went when the Ryloth stuff was happening. Like one episode was also just like concentrating on how is that all like working now. And I think this felt very much similar in that way. It has more of that Clone Wars feel, like looking at the different perspectives, like the builds up the world and stuff. But yeah, other than that, it's just a bit tragic also how the Empire seems to work now, in the sense of like, obviously, like they have their new TK troopers, but also by the logic, I mean, I mentioned it in the watch party, they send in the clone troopers for like the dangerous, like actual, like action-packed missions, and usually some get killed. And then like when everything's safe, then they send their TK troopers to like guard everything.
Yeah.
But I mean, they're not at risk. Like the
Yeah.
clone troopers are the ones dying out there.
Yeah. They definitely want to eliminate that because they were talking about a bill that was getting passed, right? Like the defense, the defense bill. So I'm wondering, kind of like maybe that's just to like ixnay clones even more or something
Yeah.
like that, or throw them in the
so.
front lines,
Mm.
so they just kind of get wiped out. But yeah, it's crazy to see all the clones, kind of like what you were saying earlier, just doing all the dirty work, man. Just like they're just like they basically become like battle droids now,
Yeah.
because they clearly had the
Cody
numbers.
mentions.
Yeah. Like
Yep.
the people were getting dropped in, and like the guy like kind of like looks back at him and kind of like smirks, and then you just see like a whole like battalion of like the TK troopers come out. Where
Yeah.
Cody was like, "Where the hell were those guys like 20 minutes ago, bro?" He's like, "I got shot in the freaking shoulder."
Yeah.
But thank you guys for watching and tuning in. We're gonna have another one next Wednesday at 7:30. If you guys want, you can go check out Charlie and Strike's channel. I want to have all those informations down below. Nick, I know you have your Etsy shop with a whole bunch of different Star Wars files and stuff like that. I'll have all those links down below for you guys. Definitely go check those out. And as always, may the Force be with you.
Have a great one.
Always.
Bye.